Oh man, this is hilarious. You look so stupid right now, Boba. You boring, bland piece of shit. Step aside, son. The fight is over. Din Djarin is officially the best and most iconic bounty hunter in the Star Wars universe. Your time is up. You tried, and it was cool for a bit, but you're finished. First, it was the overabundant flashbacks. Then the lack of action. Then the boring storylines. Then the cringy biker gang. But this is the nail in the coffin, like Kylo passing the blade through Snoke's warm flesh. The Book of Boba Fett just hit us with a hell of a shocking surprise. Episode 5 of this show was actually a prelude to Mandalorian Season 3. This honestly could have been the first episode of it. It was a whole episode following Mando's adventures after he gave Grogu to Luke. And I loved it. But at the same time, I didn't love it. This episode just displayed how uninteresting Boba Fett's story is. How bland, boring, slow, and ugly the first 4 episodes have been. The moment Mando walked onto the screen, I was hooked. His music is better, his presence is better, his writing is better, his action is better, his story is better. In one episode, we got more lore, emotion, action, and character development than in all of the previous episodes combined. Seeing Din slicing up guys with a darksaber, learn about the fall of Mandalore and the Night of a Thousand Tears, dueling the other Mandalorian for the right to wield the saber, learning how to balance his inner self and use the saber, reflecting on his time with Grogu, and building his new ship and taking it for a test run was far more entertaining than seeing Boba Fett walk around the desert in flashbacks and pretend to be a crime boss. God, the quality of this episode was so much better than the other ones that it feels like it's not even the same show. Oh yeah, because it isn't. This was the Mando show, and Boba Fett is his little side bitch. I mean, he didn't even appear. Ever. How sad and desperate is that? You only have 7 episodes to tell your story, and you don't even include the title character in one of them. He's that uninteresting. They had to go back to the Mando well because they know that's what we really want. And they wet our beaks, those bastards. They knew what we wanted, and they pulled us in like their pets. They got us. Now I want to see what happens next week, damn it. I've never seen an episode of a TV show that got so many things right, but at the same time, also showed why the show as a whole gets so many things wrong. And even though I thoroughly enjoyed myself, it feels kind of cheap and nasty, like eating a delicious Big Mac. I know it's bad for me and I shouldn't eat it, but I just can't resist that juicy goodness. Especially if I've only been eating white rice for the past 4 weeks. That Big Mac's gonna taste even better. So I wonder, was this episode so good because the rest of the season was so bad in comparison? Were we just craving more Mando so bad that we'll love anything he's in? Or was it actually a really good episode, thrown into a season it had no business being in? I think it's the latter, but we'll have to see how this plays out before we can really judge its place in the show. But I'm really interested to see where Mando's story goes in Season 3. I'm all in, and I'm excited. And oh yeah, Boba Fett.